Structural engineers and other crews were out at Truist Bank this morning assessing all of the damage. The roof collapsed right in the drive-through section. An employee at a nearby store said it happened around 1 p.m. on Sunday. On Monday, people were still in shock passing by.
I come by because I needed to deposit some money. And I find out I was waiting over there in the shade, and I didn't realize that, I don't know, something happened to the bank. And now I need to go to a different one.
Caution tape wraps around the site, and there's even a sign on the door saying unsafe.
No, I just got here. And I'm impressed that this came down.
The cause is still unknown right now. In a statement, a Truist Bank spokesperson said in part, "Our teams are engaged in partnering with local officials to assess the damage. We're working diligently to determine when we'll be able to reopen the branch for our clients." We were out here this morning when another section of the roof fell right in front of us, and we heard a loud boom as well. And the engineers tell us it's very possible that more of the roof could come down. Luckily, Orange County Fire Rescue says there were no injuries and no cars were involved when it happened. As for what customers can do now,
I guess I have to go to the next one will be in John.
I had to drive a couple miles down the road to go to another bank.
Covering Orange County in Orlando, Paola Wesh 2 News.
You can see the glass door of this coffee shop is shattered, and there's at least 5 bullet holes. All of that left behind when officers say a man charged at them with a weapon and they opened fire.
And all of a sudden I just heard, I think it was approximately 6 shots, and they were extremely loud.
Antonio Yancey had just gotten up when he heard that gunfire outside his apartment in Creative Village, the home of UCF and Valencia College's downtown campuses, high-rise apartments, and Luminary Green Park.
And this is a really good area. Nothing ever really happens over in this area, so I was just surprised to even hear the gunshots.
Orlando police said they came to Chatham Avenue around 3:40 a.m. because a pair of roommates were arguing. But then a man in his 40s who had nothing to do with that situation rushed at the officers with a weapon.
It appears he was just sleeping in Luminary Green as our officers were discussing the incident with the roommate there. He came charging at those officers, unprovoked by any of our officers.
2 officers shot at the man to protect themselves, apparently firing toward a coffee shop in the bottom of the apartment building. OPD says the man had a pair of scissors in his hand.
As he charged the officers, he did make a slashing motion towards our officers.
The man was hit and died on the sidewalk. Investigators say he had a criminal history, including burglary with assault and battery. Folks who live here told me they've seen multiple people who sleep in the park, and they were surprised by the violence.
It's crazy. I didn't know what was going on. I walk my dog every morning here and never seen this happen.
There's a lot of homeless people that live in the area, but for the most part, they never ever mess with anyone.
Orlando police say the 2 officers who fired the shots will be on paid administrative leave while FDLE investigates the shooting. Covering Orange County in Orlando, Bob Hazen, Wesh 2 News.
I was asleep, and then my wife came running in, told me to get up.
A neighbor shot this video of the intense flames and alarms blaring through an Orange County neighborhood Tuesday morning.
We saw flames probably 15 to 20 feet in the air. We were worried about maybe embers flying over and hitting our roof.
Inside the burning home on Corbett Road were 3 adults.
When I opened the door, it was nothing but smoke. We had to get out of the house.
Even after firefighters got to work, flames shot through one part of the roof. The homeowners, Ricky and Pepper Schrock, think it started in the garage, but don't know what sparked the flames.
I could smell something, and I thought it was the heater at first, and then I looked around the room, and it was a little foggy.
In daylight, you can see the damage: a boat outside the garage, the family's Christmas canes still lining the driveway. On the side of the home, the juxtaposition where black charred marks meet the wall's white paint.
30 years in this neighborhood, and thank God we have some good neighbors that brought us jackets and robes because we didn't have anything.
Those good neighbors surrounded the couple, wrapped in blankets in the cold, as they watched firefighters work through their home and belongings. As she tried to process what unfolded in front of them, Pepper, who's a 4th grade teacher, could only think about one thing.
My only concern is that I don't want to freak out my students.
And now, just before school resumes, this family's left to pick up the pieces of their longtime home. Covering Orange County, Lindsay Sablan, Wesh 2 News.